Welcome, word warriors. Today we tackle a battle for the ages. Which word sends shivers down your spine faster, moist or phlegm? In one corner, championing the subtle ick factor of moist, we have James, ready to prove its insidious dampness reigns supreme. In the other, wielding the blunt force of bodily horror, Arnold stands strong for phlegm. Let the gross out begin. Remember, folks, keep it civil, but feel free to cheer for your champion. The stakes are high, and the prize? Unquestionable bragging rights about the grossest word in the English language.
Okay, audience, gather round. Today, we settle a debate for the ages. Which word sends shivers down your spine faster, moist or phlegm? Now, phlegm might sound inherently gross, but hear me out, because moist is insidious. Here's why. 1. Subtlety is key. Moist sneaks up on you. It hides in everyday contexts, a moist cake, a moist handshake. Suddenly the innocent becomes slimy. Phlegm, however, announces its presence loud and clear, no room for misunderstanding. 2. Texture, texture, texture. Moist evokes a specific, unpleasant texture. Think damp socks, lukewarm sponges, anything vaguely clammy. It makes your skin crawl just thinking about it. Phlegm, while gross, is more abstract. We imagine it, yes, but the texture remains mercifully vague. 3. Versatility of ick. Moist can adapt. It can be sexual, clinical, just plain icky. It taints anything it touches. Phlegm, while undeniably bodily, stays confined to its respiratory ick niche. So, my friends, moist wins the gross-out game. It's the silent stalker of the word world, leaving a trail of shivers wherever it goes. Now, who's with me? Let's banish moist to the dictionary dustbin of unpleasantness.
You say moist is gross, but I disagree. Phlegm is worse because, 1, it sounds awful. You can't say it without gagging. Moist, on the other hand, is a soft, smooth word. It glides off your tongue. It doesn't make you want to cough or spit. 2, it means you're sick. It's a sign of infection and disease. Moist, while not the most appealing word, is not always negative. It can describe a delicious cake, a refreshing towel, or a healthy skin. 3, it's rare and alarming. You don't hear it often, but when you do, it's bad news. Moist is common and normal. So phlegm is the grossest word. It makes you cringe and squirm. Moist is harmless and normal.
Phlegm? Please, it's a rare sickly visitor, announcing its arrival with a gag-inducing sputter. Moist, however, is the ever-present gremlin, lurking in cakes, towels, and handshakes, leaving behind a trail of shivers and unspoken clamminess. Soft and smooth, you say? More like the damp underbelly of a forgotten sandwich. Give up and join the anti-moist crusade. Our ears and sanity depend on it.
You're still wrong. Phlegm is a word that should never be uttered. It's a word that makes you feel sick even when you're not. It's a word that belongs in a horror movie, not in a normal conversation. Moist, on the other hand, is a word that you encounter every day. It's a word that describes things that are pleasant, refreshing, or delicious. It's a word that you can say without feeling disgusted. How can you not see the difference? How can you be so blind to the truth? You're living in a moist delusion, my friend, and I pity you.
Ah, the desperation of a drowning man. You clutch at pleasant and delicious for moist? Spare me. Its insidious dampness chills even the driest cake, taints towels with suspect sogginess, and haunts handshakes with visions of lukewarm sponges. Your normal conversation has become a horror movie of its own, starring clammy adjectives and forgotten gym socks. While you wallow in your moist delusion, I'll revel in the crisp, phlegm-free air of truth.
You call that a response? That's a pathetic attempt at rhetoric? You're grasping at straws, trying to make moist sound worse than it is? But you can't fool me. You know that phlegm is the real horror, the real nightmare, the real enemy. So don't try to hide behind your weak arguments and false bravado.
And there you have it, folks. Our linguistic gladiators have dueled with disgust, leaving us all a little queasy and considerably more informed about the power of words to evoke revulsion. While there can be no true victor in the realm of personal ick, one thing is clear: both moist and phlegm deserve their place in the gross-out Hall of Fame. Now excuse me while I go scrub my brain with lemon-scented soap, just in case any stray moistness lingers